At the hospital, Portia is all smiles when Curtis arrives. He has a follow-up appointment and came by early to catch her before she headed home. She can see this is important. Curtis brings up Trina going on a trip, and Portia assumes it's to visit an art gallery. Curtis reveals she's going to NYC with Spencer for the weekend. Portia says, "Okay, Trenan is a junior in college, and if she wants to go away for the weekend, she has every right to. She doesn't have to tell her mother in advance." Curtis was not expecting that and asks if she is really this calm. Portia admits she's not thrilled, but there isn't much she can do. She knows their daughter is stubborn, just like them, and she can't demand she not go. Curtis is impressed and heads to his checkup and says they'll talk tonight. Later, Esme appears with Ace for an appointment and runs into Portia. Portia commends the wonderful job she's doing with Ace, who is clearly a happy baby. Esme says Spencer has been helpful too, and thanks her for suggesting they take that parenting class. Esme also thanks her for being so good to her given what she did to her daughter. Portia knows she's a different person, and Esme says she's trying to be a better person for her son. Portis notes that's the person she's reacting to. Esme thanks her and says it means a lot to be able to come to her for advice. Portia explains she was a young mom and knows how hard it can be. She tells Esme to reach out if she needs anything. Esme heads out with Ace, and Curtis returns from his checkup. He jokes to Portia that he's still in a wheelchair, but he's good. She thanks him for telling her about their daughter's trip. TG runs into his mom, who stopped by to visit a neighbor. TG shares the news with his mom about being invited to help a doctor with his surgeries. He must be at the top of his game, and Jordan says good thing he has time to study, as that will all change when the baby comes. TJ opens up about his fears he may not be a good dad and have no idea what to do. Jordan says there are books and websites about infant care, but the truth is it's on-the-job training. She admits she's not the best person to give parenting advice, but he's an amazing person and he and Molly will figure this out. TG says she's an amazing mom and will make an amazing grandma. Jordan jokes she's too young to be called grandma. At the dorms, Trina is working on her computer when Spencer arrives pounding on her door. Trina explains she's working on an essay, but he thinks she has time for a break and a little bit of fun. They kiss, but she stops him. She says she needs to finish this paper before they go to the city. He says her paper isn't due till Tuesday, and they'll be home by Monday. Trina insists if she doesn't finish it, she'll dwell on it all weekend, and she only wants to think about him this weekend. Spencer promises her that he has a fantastic weekend planned, and she'll never have time to think about this silly paper. She says this paper isn't silly. It's about her career, and she needs him to go so she can finish it. He promises her she won't be thinking about school with what he's planned, and reveals he got them tickets for Moulin Rouge. Trina is over the moon, and even more excited when Spencer says he also got them reservations at Essence, an extremely popular restaurant that is impossible to get in. Trina can't wait, so Spencer suggests they get her packed and leave early. She again says she has to finish her essay. He guesses it's done and all she must do is proof it, and she smiles. He laughs he knew it, but she says he's wrong, and if he wants to leave early, then he needs to go. She gives him a kiss and playfully pushes him out the door to finish her paper. Alexis stops by the court to check in on Molly and how she did today. It didn't go well. Suddenly, Andrea calls Molly, and she needs to see her right away. She's nearby and headed over, so Alexa offers to wait with her daughter. Andrea arrives and has a solemn look on her face. Molly tells her that if she has bad news and the implantation didn't take, or she changed her mind, she'll understand. Andrea reveals she has good news. The home tests indicate she's pregnant. They hug. Andrea says they need Dr. Navarro to confirm, but she couldn't wait to tell her. Molly considers calling TJ, but decides to wait till he's done work. They decide to go celebrate with some juices, but Alexis stops her daughter before she heads out. Alexis wants Molly to remember that it's still early, so as not to get ahead of herself. Molly knows, but this is the first good news she's had in a while. Alexis asks if she can share the news with Sam and Christina. Molly thinks they'll find out sooner or later, so go for it. Later, Alexis calls Gregory to say she just got great news, and she thinks she made a breakthrough with Christina and Molly. She's in such a good mood that they should play hooky from work and cross something off his bucket list.